Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have Tokyo Revengers, Mikey versus Kazutora. Kazutora. So it's that fight with the pipe, basically. So I'm on landscape orientation paper. Use a pencil and eraser and hit pause if I go too fast for you. So I've sort of brought them closer together. So they're like right close to one another. Mikey's been held over here on the left, and Kazutora's got the pipe in his hand over here, right? And we can't really see any eyes apart from the guy who's holding Mikey, so it's kind of a little bit easier. So we'll start with Kazutora's nose, right? So center point of my page is about here. Come up over to the right, and we'll start with his nose here. So it kind of like spikes out like so. We kind of start with this L sort of shape for noses, right? In. Always reminds me of an L or a upside down number 7. So we can't see his eyes or anything, right? So we'll just go straight down and start his lip, right? So the lip comes out like so and goes back in. Then the bottom lip will stick out, and this will come around, and so his mouth will be here. He's kind of got a smile on his face, so it kind of curves up a little bit there. Can't really see a nostril, but I'm going to give him a nostril anyway, because he should have one, like there. And then this curves down for his chin, and then we'll bring it around his jaw, up here, and then goes up towards his ear. Could have like a bottom lip line or something there as well. So on his ear he has an earring, right? So we'll just add that first because it's like connected onto his ear. Kind of reminds me of the Kazutora in Dragon Ball. It's got this chain coming down and then a ball on the end. So maybe Kazutora is a fusion character. And then his ear comes up. Now we can't see the hole here, it goes underneath his hair. So we can just see some like bones and ligaments and things just inside. And then his fringe comes down across his ear here. So it's gonna go like this way. So his eye is completely covered with hairlines, right? So we'll go down like so. Back up. And then this comes in. Then we have another hair spike in here. This comes down to there. And there's like yellow and black basically. So he's got like dyed yellow bits, and then the rest of his hair is black. Bumping line here. That's a yellow spike. And then we do another yellow one. There. Another one there. Another one here. And one coming down here. Then we start to travel down towards his neck, right? So we got like some, this is black hair now, so we just have these sorts of spikes sticking out here. And then they kind of go like dreadlocks at the back or something. They look sort of square. They're not spiky, they're sort of square-like. And then they go up this way. And then we have one coming down his neck. This goes into his ear. So, right, so his arm comes across, he's holding the pipe here, right? So we've got his shoulder, so curving under his chin. This is like his back muscle, I guess. And Mikey's head is like here. Right, and then we got like another shoulder line here. And then another for his jacket. And then he's got a collar just underneath his chin, down to there. His arm underneath, like so. And then his elbow comes down this way. Kind of a folding, bumping line because he's got a loose fitting jacket on. So it's his elbow here and then up like so, and then it comes around for his sleeve there. And then this will come back up to his shoulder. So we'll go this way. Bumping like this. Then we have like some fold lines on his arm. And then some lines here. And then the top of his sleeve, just here. And his hand will come out here with the pipe, right? So it just comes out for his thumb. And the pipe goes up and it's kind of crooked on the end. So you could use a ruler maybe for some of it, if you wanted. And like, so like around for his finger here. And his other finger comes down around there, and the pipe goes up this direction. Then we got a kink in it here, so like bends here and then goes up this way. I think there's like blood and stuff on the top. So then the rest of his knuckles and his hand and stuff. So knuckle comes around here. Another one comes out this way and kind of comes around underneath. No knuckle lines or anything, so it's kind of done in sort of like that, kind of simply drawn. And then the rest of the pipe comes down. Again, you could use a ruler for this part if you wanted. And then we'll finish his shoulder up here. So we got his collar there. And then this comes down and into here. I think we have like a neck muscle line there. There should be a collarbone, but it's not drawn in. I'll draw it in. And then this comes down to there. Down around to there. Like so. Should we have another neck muscle? I think we should. And maybe another line just there. Right. So then just the rest of his body, I guess. So it like comes down this way for his jacket. I think this goes into Mikey's arm, but we'll draw the other side just so I won't finish that because I think Mikey's arm is there somewhere. And then he has like some fold lines underneath his armpit. He's got like a pocket here. So I mean, like, there's a gap here that I'm not going to finish because Mikey's arm is hanging down this way. So you could finish this line, just bring it down to the bottom, but you'll have to raise. And then his jacket comes down like so. The other side of his jacket here. Another pocket there. And like lots of these fold lines just on the inside here and maybe on the inside of his shirt. And then his sleeve of his arm comes down here. He's got like something here. I don't know what it is. Is it his hair hanging down? I don't know. I'm not sure. So that is Kazutora. Now we'll do Mikey. And he's been held by that other character with the weird hair. Well, they all have weird hair, but like, I mean, he's got like lines in his hair. Can't remember his name. Right, so Mikey. Right, so Mikey's pretty close here to Kazutora's face. In the anime, they're further apart, but I wouldn't have been able to fit them in if they were so far apart. So I had to like bring them closer. So Mikey's nose is a little bit lower. It's like shoulder height, right? So we'll just do this sort of letter L sort of thing there. And then we have top lip, which goes in. Bottom lip then sticks out and goes in. And then chin, out and down. So much like Kazutora's face, we have much of Mikey's face covered with hair. So we've got like his fringe spikes here. Like that. And then some comes out the other side and hangs down here. So we got some spikes sticking out. So Mikey's hair is it's a little bit tricky. It's very particular. They've got these sort of flowing sort of spikes that stick out, right? So just take your time, I guess. Like this. Goes back in then underneath the other side of his face. So then, flat part of his hair curves back this way. It comes back into here, and then we have long sort of texture lines. And then more hair spikes coming down like so from that area. Right, so coming down from here, all long hair hanging down, right? And so then we'll just do the back of his head, I guess. Right, so this will all come down now and meet the front somewhere. So and like maybe another sort of hairline coming down there. And then we have some more lines inside here. Right, like so. Okay, so then he's being held, like, so he's in that vice grip sort of thing, and your man's hands are on the back of Mikey's neck, right? So his sleeves, right, so like his arms are like his sleeves here. This comes down this way, and then on the other side comes down here, and this is his elbow. So then his elbow goes back there. And I think that's Mikey's arm then. So we'll meet Mikey's arm. So Mikey's arm comes out and down, but we'll do sort of the front of his body first. So that's that arm. Then the other side sort of comes down. Neck, collarbone, chest. Comes down like so. Bring it around here. The center of his chest there. And like another sort of collarbone line. This goes up around that way. And then chest muscles come down like so. And then we have his torso that comes down here. So the back, his back muscles are here. Come down like so. And then the front of his abdomen and torso in like so, and then down. Excuse me. Right, so then this comes down like this, and then we go across, sort of across the stomach, and then a stomach line comes down here, and then his pants, which are quite low, so it comes across here, and then comes out, down. Can't we see the back of his trousers? Where are they? Here. Back down like that. And there's like center line there. And then his diaphragm. And then like some of his ribs. And his stomach. And then these have lines across. Like that. And there's a line there. Right, so then Mikey's arms, right, that are hanging down. So we'll do the one on this side. So we got to draw this guy's arm first because it's underneath. So comes out, goes up, wavy line up there. And then this comes down to there. Right, so then Mikey's arm is sort of dangling down here, right? So we got his forearm comes out like this. And we kind of get a wrist bone and comes down to his hand. So hands are always tricky, so take your time. So hand here, and then his thumb comes out, and we meet one of his fingers down to there, and then his knuckles will come across. So we have 1, 2. We can't really, we can only see 3 for some reason. And this goes up and into there. And then we have like finger lines just here. And like so. And then his other arm, so just over here. So we've got his tricep just sticking out here. Let's come out to elbow and then down. This would be his forearm then. Comes down like so. And the bicep, just here. Down like so. And then the rest of the front of his hand comes down here. We got a knuckle. And the back of his hand comes down here, and this will connect to his baby finger, which comes up, round, down to there. Then we got another one here, another knuckle there, another knuckle here. Knuckle lines and stuff. And like some of his thumb or something there. Right, so the guy that's holding him, so he's got a hand here, right? And so his collar covers most of his face, so we'll draw that because it'll get us in the right spot. So it just curves around, then comes down, and then his shoulder comes down here. And then his back will come down, go off my page, right? And then he has like a button just here. We'll just get these details in before we draw his face, because his face is kind of covered. So, and then this is like some of his chin, but it's covered by his collar just in there. And then his jacket comes down. Like so. I think we can see another line. It's red. I'm not sure if it's his clothing or the other side of his jacket. And then like there's 4 lines and things coming out from his armpits. Like so. Now so he's got a pocket here. Like that. Right, so his face. So what can we see? So let's go. So this is like his chin area. Well, it's more of his mouth area, so I guess we'll start with his mouth. So it just goes like here. And then the side of his face comes up, around for his cheek, back up for his brow, and up towards the top of his head, right? So that's kind of the shape for his face. Then his nose will be in here, so this is like come down, right? And then it kind of sticks out here. We'll bring it down. He's got a kind of a square nose into there. And then there's a nostril sort of here somewhere. So this has got an eyebrow on his brow. And then his eye in here. So we got top eyelid, so it just comes up, across, down. Bottom eyelid somewhere here. And then pupil or iris there. So his other eye then over here, so top eyelid, up and down. You're about eye width across, so you could fit this eye in between. That's where the next eye will start, okay? Roughly speaking, you know, if you measured your distance, one, bit more maybe, so like one and a bit. So you can definitely fit this eye in between his 2 eyes. That's the main thing to remember anyway. And then bottom eyelid comes around. Of course you could just cut the picture off here and you just have Mikey if you didn't want to draw this guy. Iris. He doesn't have pupils, but I'll give him a pupil. And he looks like he's in shock. We got like eyelid lines here. He's got some eyelid lines underneath. And eyebrow lines. Does he have shaved eyebrows? Maybe he does. That's why it's kind of a broken sort of line. And then eyelid line coming around here. So then his hair. So we got like his ear, his sideburn. So his sideburn is just here. And then his ear comes around from that. Just over his shoulder. And then we got some bones and ligament lines inside. And then the back of his head goes up around. So he's got kind of short hair. So it's curves around and down. And then we go across. Down, out for the sideburn, back into there. And he's got these patterns on his hair. Okay, so he's got like a spiral on the front, like a curved line. I had a different picture for this hair actually, because I can't see it properly in the picture I'm drawing from. But I bet you I won't be able to find it now. Yeah, okay. So what way was this hair again? Let's see, we'll go that way, a line there. Another line there. And then this comes up to a grey spike there, and then this comes down to the corner of his head. Up around to here, and then another one up around the back of his head that way, and maybe like something else back here, but not much. Right, is that it? I think that's everything. That is how to draw Mikey versus Kazutora from Tokyo Revengers. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.